Okay, so I'm adding this to the start of the video. I do apologise. The video sounds out of sync and kind of like I don't know what I'm doing. Which, to be quite fair, I don't. I've not made this type of video before. It was just a request made by someone in the Zeepkist community Discord because they were having trouble with the level editor itself. So I invite someone who does make tutorial videos on YouTube that plays this game to actually make a decent one, because I wouldn't be able to, even no matter how much I tried. But no, I hope it's helpful, but yeah. Hello, I'm here at a request of someone in our Discord, the Zeepkist official Discord, to help them understand and use the level editor for Zeepkist. Those who don't know what Zeepkist is or how it works, is it's a soapbox racing game which is completely gravity based. There's no acceleration whatsoever. Where you can make your own tracks, similar to Trackmania, but it's also not, it's different. This game is an alpha, but I have to admit it is a really good game. I do highly recommend it for those who don't know. So yeah, this is just going to contain basics of how to use the level editor. I do use something called some tools to help me out in modkist, which I'll leave a link to in the description. But alright, let's get into it. So this is the level editor. It's very basic. You can look around. You got your WASD to move, hold shift if you want to move faster, right click to turn. Yeah, so you've got some hotkeys which are Z to change your X and Y axis, X and Z axis, sorry. X to change your Y axis, and C to change your rotation value. What these do is they will determine how far a track piece, once you place it down, will move. So if I have it on 4, it'd be like that. But if I turn up to 16, then it jumps around massively. I like to build on basically a 4-4-45 system. On the right here you have all your tracks. So you have your straight track you have your flat track pieces, which involves your straight track, your curved tracks, some wobbly tracks, and some terrain pieces. I'm not that great at terrain, so I'm not going to do any mess around with that in this. Then you also have your checkpoints, finishes, boosters, slowdowns, your view changer, as well as your start. Then you have your sloped pieces, like that. Just press delete if you want to get rid of them. Scroll wheel changes the elevation as well, so if I have it there, scroll down, scroll up, simple as that. So you also have your curved pieces, which are slanted, and they also can transition from straight to slant and vice versa. There's some more of them. As you can tell, just delete. Then you have your inverted bumps, your uphill inverted bumps, your bump tracks, which these can really be annoying if you know how to use them right. The sloped ones. Here's some specialized pieces like some tunnels, stairs, and track splitters. And there's some damage track pieces, so if you want to make a little bit of an obstacle course for them. On the next tab you have all of your tubes and half pipes. I personally, and a massive funnel, which can be used in many funny ways. Oh, and there's also this, helps you make a little screw as it goes. You have your ramped pieces, some angled bits. These are your random element pieces. So the symbol with the dice means that they will shoot at random intervals objects. For instance, this will shoot out rocks. So if I click on the test track, oh, I need to start first. So if I put a start here, oh, let's lower that. Yeah, you can also use these arrows to position them once you place them. And I click on that, you'll notice that it's launched out rocks at different speeds. Go really fast or really slow. Just quick to it though. Let's delete that. This is part of a mod, so although in version 10 they are adding that feature officially. So you got all of your little construction site bits here, including a porta potty. Believe it or not, if you've seen videos by Dapper, Kana or Cosmo, and you've noticed they've got cats in their tracks, this is the piece that actually spawns the cats. It doesn't look like it, but it spawns like 5 cats, I think, like 5 or 6 cats. It's probably randomized on it. There's fridges, there's hammers that rotate, which if I place one of these down, as you can tell, you actually have the option to offset the animation. So if I put that offset there and put a standard one next to it, then I place down a start line facing the hammers. Oh fuck's sake, for some reason I couldn't get it right. Let's put a couple track pieces in. If you hold control and press D, you get a complete copy of the previous track piece you have selected, and if you keep hold of control and keep clicking, you can place them non-stop until you release. Alright, let's change this. Yeah, see, this is why I like dealing with 4x4, because you can easily just do that. So here's something that I didn't know when I first started making my own tracks on this. These boosters, I could never find them, didn't know where they were. It's completely, yeah, it was strange until someone in Discord actually helped me out. So these can go up to 200 boost. I think the minimum is like 30 or 50 and a maximum force of 10. The force basically means how fast it will get you up to that speed. So if I click test track, what you'll notice is the hammers are spinning at different positions. They're not exactly lined up. That's what the animation offset does. Each number is a percentage, so 25%, or degrees, sorry. So if I put it at 90 degree, and then I lower these because, yeah, they were too high. Move that a lot. Oh, fuck me. Sorry about that. Move that along there. Change that down. Move that along. Put that to 4. Yeah, the system seems clunky at first, but then when you get really into it, you can make some amazing tracks. So I've got this one set to a 90 degree offset, so if I do it that now, it's completely different. Alright, let's delete all this. So that's that. Hay bales, when placed, if you hit them whilst you're driving, you have an almost guaranteed chance of losing one of your wheels. You can break your wheels off in this, and what that does is it reduces your ability to turn, and you won't be able to turn as efficiently anymore. So just be careful of those. One that tosses out fridges. Then you also have these. These are like little like seesaws. If you drive on one side, it will start tipping that side. So imagine just play around with them. Then you got these, the little ramps that go up and down. You got your single saw. That's self-explanatory. Then you have your fans. 3 different types of 3 different sizes of fan. You can change the colour of the actual fan blade itself. You can actually get rid of the road grille and support if you just want the fan, its fan or not. Or if you want to make it so that you can drive upside down, you can just rotate by clicking that, lift it up, and then with the force you just keep clicking the minus until it goes negative, and as that drags you upwards, then you'll be able to drive across the bottom of it. And the range goes up to like 10 or 15. Oh, 16. Okay. We yeah. Ignore you that. You got little trash cans as well. Let's see. Yeah, just more construction materials, signage. So you can make signs here. Then you got more decoration, ample lighting. Then you've got all your terrain pieces. What each of these tabs do here is it shows you the length and the height of a terrain piece based on these little notches. So if I was to select the first one on that, place it there, that's how tall that is. But if I was to say select that one, you notice how much bigger that is? Yeah. So you've got different terrain pieces for all the sizes. Got your rocks, all your standard terrain bits. Then you have your fauna, your trees and your plants. So different flowers and that shit. Although if you want to apply trees and that faster, instead of having to click on that and place them all the time, all you have to do is click on this icon and you'll be in this mode, where if just select what you want to plant, select cactus. You can either shoot seeds and where they land, they'll spawn, or you can click the lightning, like electrical symbol, and it will zap them into existence. You got your pipette, which allows you to select them, and then you have your trash can, which self-explanatory. Just shoot the track pieces, the decoration you've placed, and it will destroy them. It will not destroy your track. It'll only destroy the plants that you've planted, or rocks. Alright, so I'm pretty sure I've gone all over that. Oh yeah, you can also paint all the pieces. So say I want to make the ground see-through, I'll just click that and select colour, or pink. These are glass pieces, or I'll just go with metals, say gold metal, and the ground's been painted. Let's use a neon blue on a cactus. Now you have a glowing cactus. Neon green. There we go. Oh god. What have I done? Right. Just bear in mind, using either the gun tool or the paint tool will reset your values in the bottom right, so you want to change those. Ignore this. This is part of a mod. It's called the Blueprints mod. And all the Blueprints mod allows me to do is all my other levels, it allows me to import them into the world, as well as any modded pieces. For instance, let's say I want a pirate ship. Click on the pirate ship and it constructs the pirate ship for me. Then all I have to do is use another mod to click drag it all and just place it where I like. It's easy and simple. That line over there is due to the mod that allows me to see where my Zeepkist car has gone. So let's just make a rudimentary track real quick. So there we go. Place the start down. Actually, yeah, let's put a booster in there. let's say 180 speed, force of 10. You can remove literally everything on these, so you can make some amazing tracks. Let's see, let's have it go like that. Up and up and up. Whoops. Alright, here's something that does get annoying, is trying to make sure all the pieces align. For instance, I accidentally select the right piece there, but if I move this out of the way, is this the right one? Oh, that works as well. Okay. Not all of them do that. That's the issue. At least from my experience. I might have just chose the right one. So having a track that's not intentionally bumpy, connected or disjointed can be really, really annoying. For instance, some tracks I've made, I could never fix this issue unless I actually got down to the tiniest minute bit. But you get used to it. Oh fuck's sake, I need to put that back on 4. Alright, let's just make that longer, because I can tell you now, if I did this right, no, let's make that 1200. If I did this right, this should launch me to about here. So let's add a change in there. Let's put this piece. Yeah, the grid makes everything so much easier. Make that change. Then, one thing I like to do is I like to place these pieces in every so often when I do these slanted tracks. Is that lined up? Oh, so there's one thing. I don't like when it does this, but I can't be asked to fix it. This is just a quick tutorial on how to build shit in Zeepkist. So let's put that there. I'm just going to place a finish line. It's only nothing fancy, just going to be short, sweet, to the point. Let's see, do any of these have outside terrain pieces? Yes, that one does. Only reason I want that is so I can do this. Grab that, grab the cat. Because in some people's opinions, you can't have a track without cats. I prefer dogs myself, but they're not in the game, so cats it is. I'm also going to add some checkpoints, because why not? One checkpoint there. And one checkpoint there. It's just a quick, short, simple track. I could get into the whole stuff to do with half pipes and pipes. For instance, one thing I like to do in some of my tracks is just to go rotate that up, select another one, rotate that, lift it up, in place, shift click to select multiple pieces. It also works to deselect when you want to keep multiple pieces highlighted. Pick up the piece, rotate it, and that's a loop. But I'm not putting that in. There is one more thing that I forgot to add, which is let's get a piece where it's easily noticeable. So yeah, this piece. So with this piece, it's normally orientated that way. Some pieces, no matter how much you try to rotate, it won't link up to the piece you want it to. So when what comes in handy there is you press F, it will mirror the piece, meaning that now it's done the other way around. Another example would be with, say, that if I press F, it can easily just quickly switch sides instead of having to go 1, 2. Always turning left, but if you want to turn right, just press F and it'll turn right. Right, so up here what you'll see is track not validated yet. What that means is you cannot upload it to the Zeepkist workshop menu unless you've got it validated. So what you do is you click that there, and then you just race the track quickly. The reason you have to validate it is to prove that the track itself is completable. Oh, this one's obviously really hard to complete. Really hard to get down sometimes. Oh, it's not, but why not? It's not the most stable of tracks, it's not the best of tracks, but there you go. 24-second completion time, level validated. Just wait for that to skip over. Alright. So once it's validated, you just click the save symbol up here, and you type the file name in, and you click the save button. It will appear up here. So if I load up one of my other tracks, let's say a basic track, the newest track I made. So if I click this folder, what it does is it brings up all your tracks. You can select the track you want, click the folder, and it will load it. So this is the last track I did, which is basically just as it says, a basic track. So go into first person, drive up, do a loop, then you come down to a side turn, up a bank, turn left, turn right, you're up, through another checkpoint using a fan as a elevation boost. Yeah, I'm not the best at decorations, so bear that in mind for this. Then you got the upside down half pipe turn into a wall ride back onto the track, which goes straight back into a bank turn, and then turn right downhill. And through a spiral. Then you have standard U-turn. And that's the time. Level validated 59531. Is that better than my current validation? It is. Nice. So yeah, as soon as you validate, just save it. You got some helpful tooltips to the left, which basically tell you everything you need to know. It doesn't tell you about the flipping track sections with F, as far as I'm aware, but it does tell you most of the stuff. So like for instance, insert, show you hotkeys of this: ZXC, F10, F11, F5, F4. So what this does is allows you to change time of day. You can choose your gold, silver and bronze times for the track you've made. Although if you leave those empty, your gold, silver and bronze will be made based on your author time. So yeah, quick to my menu. Once you've done that, some people do end up asking how do you upload your tracks. So you go back into level editor, go to upload levels, it's going to take a second, I don't know why. There we go. So here's where you got two options. If you already have a uploaded playlist of your levels and you want to keep adding to that one, you click on your load playlist. Jesus, pissing it down outside. Sorry. Yeah, so the reason why you see so many basics here is because during yesterday's little debacle, like this Steam update shit, I was unable to upload a track until today. So let's go Jazz127's 7 tracks. If I load the item, it will show you all the items in there. If you're trying to update an existing track, you just click on the cog and you click replace level. So then what you do, just click add levels, add whichever one you want it. As soon as you've added it, you can just upload it and something like this will pop up. And it will tell you, or give you the page for it. Alright. For the people who want to be able to scale their track pieces and all that, I will do a quick rundown on how to download Zeepkist or modkist for the mods. It's not hard. I'll leave a link in the description to this webpage. But what you do is you go on here, you click on the GitHub link. It'll take you to this. You just download the file, and what it'll bring up is a zip file, which is called modkist. What you want to do is you want to extract that modkist, but you do not want to place it in your Zeepkist file. It will ruin your game. There's a good chance of it. So what I've done is I've placed it on my desktop. So it's right there. So all you need to do after that is you launch the game, or launch modkist. So by clicking on modkist, you just click the modkist here. That'll launch it. So once it's launched, you'll have a configuration window like this. You could choose your screen resolution. I don't know why it's got mine set to 1680. Screw it, upload that. Why not? What display you want, like monitor. If you want it windowed, ignore the inputs part. So you just click play. Once you've hit play, it will bring up this. So in here, you can subscribe to different packs. These are all player-made mods which have been uploaded to mod.io. All of these were created inside the game itself and then exported out as blueprints or other things. Most of the blueprints, but you do have some other things like mini cathedral, signs, level editor, some things that change the game's code, but not interfere with the game's code. So you can, like, something. Here's one that I use. Where is it? If I go to collection, yeah, these are all of mine that I've installed. So you have level editor trails, which all that does is after you've tested it, it allows you to see a line of where your Zeepkist has gone, and allow you to build your track pieces more accurately so that jumps can connect a little easier. There's less room for error. It takes some time. It gets rid of some of the time. There's also level editor UI injector. Can't remember what that does. Oh well. Drag selection allows you to hold your mouse wheel and select multiple pieces. But as I've said, in version 10, they're getting rid of it. They're adding that themselves. So you don't really need that much. You got the blueprints, which allows you to have access to blueprints, which was submitted by Metalted. I didn't know he did it. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, there's also a scaling mod in here somewhere. Yeah, there it is. Zeepkist scale reference. That basically adds to your blueprints a little Zeepkist character, which all he does is just show you how tall that you can make things without it hitting your character and killing them during a drive. But yeah, I have a scaling mod in here somewhere. can't remember which one it was. I think it was the UI injector, but or is it object properties? Yeah, it's object properties. Adds that thing in it. So basically, with that, you can change the positions and the rotation by typing it in manually. That I wouldn't bother with those two. You can change the scale, although the scale is a multiple factor. So if you change that 1 to a 2, it will double it in that one direction. And then with boosters, you can set any booster speed and any booster force. But the Zeepkist cut soapbox cars, as soon as they stop being impacted by those over the top boosters, will do their best to get back down to 200 speed. 214 is I think the maximum the game will try to maintain if you've got over the top boosters. So yeah, it's just one of those things. Right, as soon as you've selected all the mods you want, just click on Start Zeepkist down the bottom. Sometimes it will ask you to locate where your Zeepkist folder is, but it will have a guide to it on the webpage where you downloaded it from. So let's wait for this to load back up. Yeah, so there is currently only 2 people working on this game, Yannick and Sati, but they have done amazing things with this game. It's a really good game in my opinion, and I do highly recommend it. I've already said this earlier on, but I do. It's a really good game. It's currently alpha, so just imagine it's only an alpha made by 2 people, and it's really good. I also have a mod called Zeepkist Records, which allows you to see world records.